Hey guys, how's it going? This is Welcome Home with Matt. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Today we are going to be talking about the top 5 things that you should know as a first-time home buyer. Buying a house for the first time can be very, very scary, and not a lot of people know what they're supposed to be doing. So today we're going to talk about some of those steps that you're going to need to cover and to know before you have to jump into a decision like that. So we're just gonna kind of jump in here. The first thing you're gonna want to know before buying a house for the first time is you're gonna want to know your budget. So what that's going to be is that's going to look like what that's going to end up being is a conversation with a lender of some sort. So you're going to go talk to a bank or a credit union, and you're going to fill out an application for a mortgage, and you are going to submit that to them, and they are going to look at a bunch of factors to determine how much money they're going to loan out to you. So they really just depends on your credit. It depends on your debt to income ratio. So how much money you're bringing in each month, how much you owe to other people. So there's gonna be a lot of different things they're gonna be taking a look at when you go to apply for a loan. So definitely get your finances in order. You're going to want a significant chunk of money as a down payment, and you are going to want to have a stable job. So you go to them, you go to your lender, and you apply for a mortgage, and they will, if everything checks out and they like what you've shown them, then what'll happen next is they will give you what's called a pre-approval letter, and that is going to be basically the foundation of your entire home buying process. So once you have that pre-approval letter, that's when you're going to start to look at different places. So I would not suggest going and viewing houses or talking to a realtor or doing anything beyond that until you've gotten that pre-approval letter, because that's going to really determine how much money you're going to have to spend on the house. After you have that pre-approval letter and you've seen for how much you will be able to spend on the house, then I would kind of come to your own limits of how much you actually want to be spending on the home within that. So whatever's going to be, kind of work out the monthly payments that you might be having to do, and really determine what you're going to need each month to pay for the mortgage payment and other things such as utilities, and kind of just figure out where your finances are, because making a decision, home buying decision, can definitely be it's one of the biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. So especially financially, so you definitely want to have all your finances in a row. The next thing you're going to want to know before buying a house for the first time is you're going to want to know who your real estate professional is. So you're going to want someone that has a really firm understanding of the entire buying process and also has a firm understanding of the lending process. So they're going to be working hand in hand with your lender. So you're going to want someone that can work really well with them and who is going to make the process as smooth as possible. Um, Also, you're going to want someone that you just personally get along with really well. You're going to be with this person and hearing from this person a lot, for could be anywhere from a week to a few months. It just depends on how long it takes to find that right home for you. So you want to find someone that you're going to personally get along with really well. But real estate agent that has the knowledge to make the process as smooth as possible is definitely going to be something that you're going to want to be looking for. Someone who's very knowledgeable. You're preferably going to want a realtor as opposed to just a normal real estate agent. If you don't know the difference between the two of them, a realtor is just an agent who is part of the National Association of Realtors, which is just a group of agents throughout the country that are devoted to just being held to a higher standard of ethics for than most other agents. So they're going to be people that are, just really looking out for you and looking out for your best interests, and also who have been doing it for a while and who are dedicated to making sure that you everything goes really well and that you get everything you want out of it. So once you find all those things, then you found the right realtor. After that, what you're going to want to be looking for is, and this one's huge, and you hear this all the time, it's going to be location. So, location is one of the most important parts of real estate. You've probably heard that a lot, and it's entirely true. So, having the right area, if it's got a low crime rate, if it's got everything that you're looking for personally, those are going to be a couple things you're going to want to be looking out for. Besides that, you're going to want to just kind of see that if homes in the area that you're looking at are have been appreciating. So, if you want to make sure that you're going to get the most for your money and that what you're investing your money into is going to grow over time. So, location is huge, and it can take even the nicest property, even the most quality home that you can be buying, can lose a lot of its value just by being in the wrong neighborhood. So you to kind of recap here, you want something that's something that you personally are going to enjoy, an area you're going to personally enjoy. You want a place with low crime rates, and you also want a place that just kind of has everything that has a good economy and a good housing market. So everything's appreciating over time. After that, what you're going to want to be looking for and what you're going to want to know when you're buying a home for the first time is you're going to want to basically just know everything about the homes that you're looking at. So whether you're looking at just one house or a couple houses, you're going to want to do your due diligence and your research. So that I kind of covered that in my last video a little bit. That was geared towards flip houses, but it can be used towards any house that you're looking at. So you're going to want to know the age of the roof, the age of the mechanicals, how the electrical system is faring, what's the plumbing look like. You're going to want to know pretty much just everything about that house. What has it sold for in the past? What are comparable houses going for in the area? So, if you look at some of the houses in the area they have to be the same story, same levels, same amount of levels as the house you're buying, and roughly the same rooms, number of rooms, and same square footage. You look for something, just a similar property, and you see what they have been selling for in, let's say, the last 6 months or so. You find good comps in the area, and if they've been selling for around the price that your house is going for, then you have a good priced house. So you want to do all that research just to make sure you're making a intelligent decision and you're not just kind of rushing into something. So that research portion is going to be very big, and you just want to make sure you have everything covered before you jump into a decision like that. Lastly, the last thing you're going to want to know before buying a house for the first time is you're going to want to know that it's a very long process, and you're honestly just going to want to be very patient with it. If you're buying a house in summer of 2021 right now, then you're going to know that it's a very difficult process. So there's a lot of things. It's a crazy, very busy sellers market right now. So inventory is very low, demand is very high. So there are tons of pre-qualified buyers for each available listing on the market right now. So you are just gonna have to be very patient and willing to compromise sometimes. So don't get mad at your realtor if they can't find you something. You gotta give up one or two couple things you want to that you did want your on your wish list for the home. You're gonna have to maybe throw those aside sometimes just so you can get into a house and start building equity in it. Like I was saying, it's a very hectic market right now. Trying to buy a house can just be absolutely insane, and it's shows no signs of slowing. Honestly, there's been inventory has continued to decline and demand has continued to increase. So it's just a very hectic time right now to try to be buying a home. But the upside is mortgage rates are still incredibly low, so it's still a good time to get into the housing market. And like I said, no signs of slowing. So I think that you'd still have if you bought in now, you'd still have a good amount of time for your home to appreciate before for maybe a couple more years before you had to be selling it again to get some of that money back out. It's a crazy market, but if you are willing to get into into buying a home right now, then can definitely also be some upsides to it as well. So if you follow those 5 tips, I think you're going to be good. You're going to want to just kind of make sure you got everything settled before you make a decision like that. Know your budget, do your research, find the good location, find the right real estate professional, and just be patient with the process. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to keep following me as I put out new stuff every week. Thank you very much for being here tonight and watching this, and I will see you guys all next week. Thanks.